Another week has passed here on Liger, and these days we are taking more steps forward than we are back. In this episode, Tynan tells us about drinking acetone. We check if our electrical system even works. The rest of the shelter comes down. And we have some good news about the future of the repair team working here in Trinidad. Today is Sunday, and it is probably our most peaceful Sunday in quite a while, because today, for the first time since they arrived like a month ago, the repair team, which is a joint repair team between Robertson and Caine and Moorings, the guys are having a day off, and that is a well-deserved break for them. They have not had a full day off since they got here, and it will leave them nice and fresh for their last 2 days to finish off what they can before they fly out. We all slept in past 6 a.m. Haven't done that in a while. It was really nice. But we're not going to take the whole day off. We're still going to work. We're going to try and get some things done that are easier to do without having lots of people on site. Still going to be busy, but at the same time, it's quite peaceful around here. And it is kind of nice to just have our home to ourselves for a day. My first job I'm going to tackle is the starboard windows. So the starboard windows were bonded on. We did the backfill of these windows, which I think we showed in one of our last videos. And now it's time to do the inside backfill. So these windows came off for warranty. A whole lot of work was done to them. This is the final step of completing that warranty work and getting them back on. I do not want to damage the glass windows, so I'm just gonna tape the brush up so that the metal's not coming in direct contact with the glass. So it's almost 11 o'clock at night, and tables have turned. In the morning, he's the grumpy one and I'm perky. We're the opposite. I am in a bad mood. I don't want to be here anymore. But we spent the day cleaning out for the backfill because the window frames, the edges were full of polish from people working. If we don't backfill it tonight, it will no doubt get filled with something tomorrow. So we are here getting that done. He's been in the engine bays all day, cleaning out fiberglass and mess, sniffing acetone, which is probably why he's so happy.
You ever tried acetone?
No, accidentally, yes.
What did it taste like?
What?
When I was an apprentice, somebody put it in a water bottle. There was a very big meeting about it, and somebody was sacked.
Because the apprentice drank acetone.
Like you've tried.
Well, it was in like a normal water bottle, and I was drinking out of the same brand water bottle.
Oh my god, can you imagine that meeting?
I didn't say anything. I didn't even bring it up.
What did it taste like?
Like nail polish remover.
When did you drink
That's
that?
what it is.
Huh?
So so the nail polish remover and the acetone, what did those two things taste the most like? It's a drink, like a spirit.
Punching?
Nothing.
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 Doesn't taste like punching?
No.
Not like that, like 90% stuff we drank from Poland?
No, that just tastes like hand sanitizer.
When did you drink that?
You put it in my food by accident.
So you've had hand sanitizer, nail polish and acetone?
Yeah.
Now we're all here doing group activities because it's team bonding, and we're backfilling windows until they're done. So we're doing this one, obviously, and then we're doing that one and that one. And to do it, we are using a sausage gun with our dowel with a hose on the end that we can shove in behind the windows. Basically, it fills the whole gap between the bond line and the edge of the window. When you've had as many leaking windows as us, you want as much sealant between you and the water as physically possible. So that is our design theory on this one. Oh, are we laughing? Is that better? Is it good when people laugh, hey? Oh, sorry, dude.
Is this the best? Oh, it is the best. As long as we are here with you, it's the best, isn't it? You just full of joy. Oh.
It is like 5:40 in the morning, so we went to bed like really late last night. I've had about 4.5 hours sleep, but today is the final day of the shelter coming down. I am outside at the moment because I want to just have a quick look at the platforms. We didn't have time yesterday to see what was on them, but they're going today, so I just want to make sure that everything important is off them, or at least anything I can move is off them. So the starboard side is pretty much as good as I can get it by myself. All those cans are full, so a little bit heavy. It's like 9:30 and like so busy around the boat. The Robertson Caine guys are everywhere finishing things off. Turns out they also got an extra day, so that's really cool. And as you can hear, the yard is really busy bringing down the shelter. So by the end of today, we'll have absolutely no shelter over the top of Liger. Already we have no platform on this side of the boat. They demolished that so fast, and now they're already working on the other side.
You're not done yet, Derek.
Almost.
I think powerboats would be in trouble if Derek ever quit.
That's all right. Pull this up? No. Spin it. Again. See? Come out.
Our boat has been under a shade for somewhere around 17 months. So it's been a long time since she's seen the sun, and a long time since we've been able to see the entire exterior of our home. Today a shipment has arrived that I'm super excited for. So these are things that, having been in Trinidad for so long and having been away from home for so long, because I've not been to Australia since 2021. I had hoped to go this year, but the boat work was never finished, so I couldn't go. Instead I had to order things in. So in my box, Sandboy barbecue chips, barbecue shapes, snark guitars, which these are just a thing that not everyone loves them, but my god, I just really like them. I've got, now technically this is from New Zealand, but I love me some Whittaker's coconut chocolate. And from South Africa, we have Robertson steak and chop spice. This stuff, if you go to South Africa, buy it. The guys stocked up before they left Cape Town, and we finished it like 2 years ago. And I saw that the store that was selling these happened to sell this and some other dry spices, so of course I bought 3. I'm feeling pretty relaxed right now because at 12 o'clock the yard guys go on lunch, and when they went on lunch, I went on lunch, and we went next door to the yard, next door to Powerboats where we are. There is a yard called Peak Yacht Services, and there they have a new restaurant called Patches, and Patches sells Tommy's cider. So I'm feeling very good right now. But back to work. The guys are out here and they're finishing dismantling the shelter. The Robertson Caine / Leopard team are still busy. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but they had a flight delay. So one guy is still leaving tomorrow, but the rest are staying an extra day, which is great news. That just gives them a little bit more time to get things done. They tell me that they had a really nice day at the beach yesterday, which is perfect. We wanted them to have a break, so that is fantastic. They really deserved it after the work that they've done. So yeah, now it's just a matter of watching the shelter come down and then see where we're at. But it's crazy. We have a boat that we can see from the outside again. For the first time in over a year, I have to wear a hat to be on the deck of our boat.
To make it happen. Just can't get enough.
That is as far as the yard got today before home time, and as you can see, they got most of the shelter down. As you can see, the sun is set, and tonight we are working on the solar panels. So for over 500 days, our solar panels have been covered in these pieces of wood, which were there to protect them from people working in the area. And trust me when I say it was a very good idea that Trent had to get this done. And we're glad that Leopard facilitated it because it was needed. But tonight we're going to pull all these covers off and get it ready so that tomorrow we can actually test our solar, make sure everything is still good and functioning. And well, that's what we were going to do, but I just heard Trent ripping a cover at the front and he's about to unveil the artwork. So pause this, let's go do that. We're ready for the big reveal? Yes, 3, 2, 1. Once more, I think you'll have it.
Seeing our artwork like this was years in the making. We designed and made it ourselves, drawing inspiration from the boat's name. But the original sticker just never met what was in our mind's eye. This painted version, which arose from a promise made by the previous contractor, was not easy to get done, but the results are exactly what we'd envisioned.
The front 3 have no covers on them. I already did them.
Feed it out to me.
So you're going to go try and get the tape off the back?
Yeah, so then we can just kind of like fold them.
Do you want the headlamp? You climbing on that scaffold, consensual?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
So the solar's all good.
Yeah. There's no cracks, which I'm pleased about. And here's our resident crew member who always says he's scared of heights. We were just laughing because we were looking down through this, admiring our new glass saline window, and got a glimpse of what Rose is doing. Such an active dog.
To keep these immaculate for a year with what went on, you did a fucking really...
Well, we're closer to 2 years than 1 with them on.
2. Flip it over onto that one. Your one. There should be really nothing holding that one on now.
Nice.
Keep going.
easing on something inside of each other here.
I cannot tell you how much of a relief it is to now have all, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all 9 solar panels and 2 glass windows exposed, and so far there's not a single crack. That is amazing. Tynan did such a good job putting down that wood last year. We've got 3,220 watts of solar on the boat.
So they 410. Is that for?
They're 210 each. Yeah.
So we could, in theory, in full sun, get just under 3,000 at full sun.
Why do we have so much power? Because we're millennials and we don't want to conserve power. We want to use the heck out of it.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing to see how that water maker works. And every single one is averaging the same, which they should be.
Trent is a very happy boy this morning. The solar is on and working. So we're charging at almost 1100 watts and it's overcast outside, like there's no blue.
That's just chemtrails.
It's just chemtrails, shut up.
Chemtrails.
It is completely overcast day.
Solar works through chemtrails.
And you're still getting over 1000 watts of charge on an overcast morning. You're pleased, I can see your face. The yard came through this morning and we now have unblocked views of the shipyard. They still have this bit behind me to do, but that's not essential. So at the moment, most of their team is actually launching a catamaran, and then some of the other guys who aren't generally on the launch team are sorting out materials, because anything from the tent that can be reused or repurposed is going to be. Tynan is just down in the engine bay. He needed that because he is rebedding, what would you call it? The rudder cover?
Bearing, top bearing. It's front packet.
This thing. I've got to have these replaced, so he is just putting it in. Like most of our deck fit, they're using the 3M 4000 UV, which has been quite good so far. Let me take you downstairs and I'll show you what it looks like down there, because the workspace has changed a lot now that we don't have a massive shelter and some platforms to hide things under. Before, the way it was set up is we had benches either side. Now we've just got one big long bench through the middle, and that's so that there's easier access to both hulls. Up here we have the rear sail track. So this got taken out because there were some repairs done to the roof there, which we haven't talked about just yet. And they're just getting it prepped, ready so it can go back on and be rebedded. Moving forward, you can see down here, oh, almost fell over in the muck puddle. The keels are done as far as I know. So all that's left now is for us to go through, put the Interprotect primer on it, and then we can anti-foul them. So that is pretty cool, and they are nice and solid now. No wet sticker flakes to worry about. So going up the middle onto the other bench, it's just supplies needed to fix up the boat. Got our trampolines, which should be going back in soon. Pieces of the helm, the door, some fenders that got epoxy dripped on them by the previous contractor. And then up the front here, we have some ropes that are being washed, our boom. In the cardboard tube over here, there is a new piece of mast track because one of the old pieces was damaged. Everything, obviously we've said before, from the old mast is getting stripped off and moved to the new mast stem that has been delivered, and the person doing that should be arriving within the week. So yeah, despite the fact the tent's down, there's still a lot going on. Now that it's daylight as well, I'll show you the boat from the outside with the Liger. Now for some news about the repair team. Now this is the repair team supplied by Leopard Catamarans, which is made up of people from Robertson Caine and also from Travelopia's side of things, particularly the moorings. Now originally these guys were meant to fly out of Trinidad on Tuesday and Wednesday, but only half the guys actually got on the plane. On Tuesday, the day before a lot of them were flying out, the decision was made that only half would fly out and the other half would stay here in Trinidad. So Tuesday night, Trent took them out for dinner to say thank you, and the next day, some went to the airport and some came back to work on Liger. They are going to be here for about a week extra, which we are quite pleased about. It's a sacrifice for a lot of them, especially the guys who were meant to go home to their families. All of these guys have families, but they've been incredibly gracious about the fact that they're staying. They have been working really hard still, and we appreciate that, because anything that was left when they were originally meant to fly out was stuff we were going to have to deal with. But with them staying on longer, they're going to be able to get their work done and possibly even help out with some other things that just need to be done to get Liger back on the water. So as I said at the start of this video, we are taking more steps forward than we are back, and hopefully very soon we will be able to give you a definitive launch date for when this girl is out sailing again.